く来てよ。お願い。
I don't even know what to say. If there's one fighter that should be accused of witchcraft, it's not Alex Pereira, it's Ilia Topuria. Cause what the actual fuck is happening? Okay, he knocked out Volkanovski. He was 36 or 35. He just had gotten knocked out by Islam 2 months prior to that. Okay, it's excusable, and he's a huge power puncher. Like it made sense. It kind of made sense for Ilia to knock out Volkanovski. To do it to Max Holloway, to be the first one to actually knock out Max Holloway. Wow. I mean, it was always a possibility, but to see it happen, it broke my heart. And it's crazy because when Ilia knocked out Volkanovski, you can look back at my older videos, I actually said that he was my favorite fighter now. I was rooting for Ilia. Like, I was a huge, I mean, I still am, but like, I'm a huge Ilia fan. But to see him do this to Holloway, like, damn, I couldn't help but to feel some type of anger towards him. Like, I was like, no way, he did that to my boy. But it is what it is. It's the name of the game. Like Dustin Poirier said, it's a game of inches, and one day you get a highlight and the other day you're the highlight. So I mean, you cannot feel bad for them too much. They're both millionaires, they're both huge stars, everything is taken care of for them. So at the end of the day, it's just a sport. It is not that deep. But fuck me, who the fuck beats Ilia Topuria? Like, genuinely, who beats him? I'm gonna tell you who, and it's Aljamain Sterling. He's the last one who can. He's the only one who can. Like, look at it logically. Look at it from a unbiased standpoint. Don't just be a Aljo hater. You do not want to see the Volkanovski rematch. And Lopez is way too aggressive for his own good. And you saw his face. You saw how he looked at it after Ilia finished Max, and he was like, damn, do I really want to do this? He kind of looked like Ilia after the Max Holloway Justin Gaethje fight, but it's not looking good for Diego Lopez. I think he should fight Volk for an interim, and Ilia said he's not against it, so might as well do it in Sydney, February. But back to the GOAT. Aljamain Sterling has a fight with Movsar Evloev. I think it's next month. I'm not too sure. Is it on the Madison Square Garden card, or is it December card? Well, it's coming up, and he's fighting Movsar for the #1 contender, most likely, I would guess. I mean, apart from the Volk and Diego Lopez, if they fight in Sydney, it's probably going to be for an interim. And after that, the winner of Movsar versus Aljamain should be the next guy up. So yeah, I think stylistically, there's no one else than Aljamain Sterling who could possibly pose a threat to Ilia Topuria. And before you call me out, before you call me like delusional and tell me I'm full of shit, let me explain it to you. What is the reason you don't believe in Aljo in this fight? You're probably gonna say, oh, he's gonna get clipped. He got dropped by O'Malley, he got dropped by Jan a couple times, he got dropped by Marlon Moraes with the knee. He's chinny, and we know that. Although we don't know how chinny he is at 145, he's definitely still a chinny guy. Like, he's not Max Holloway, he's not Volkanovski. He's a guy that can get hurt. But the thing though is that with Ilia Topuria, it does not matter. Everybody is chinny against Ilia Topuria. So when I look at it from that sense. Who would I favor to actually catch Topuria lacking? I don't believe in Volk's ability to wrestle with Ilia. They're probably gonna scramble and do this, do that, have a nice little wrestling exchange, and Ilia could get up, or maybe Volk would get some ground and pound here and there. But the only guy that I'm like, oh, there's a possibility that he could grab Topuria and squeeze his neck and actually like just not let go. The only guy that there's a possibility that he could catch Topuria. Like, if Aljamain Sterling gets Topuria on the ground, Topuria is not getting up. The guy with the best control, the best body triangle, the best. We saw what he did to Peter Yan. We saw what he did to Corey Sandhagen. And yes, he's probably gonna get clipped on the way, and he's probably gonna be knocked out if he gets clipped by Ilia. But there's a chance that if Aljamain could get him down, he's the only one that I have faith that he could possibly do something there. I basically see it as like everybody is gonna get knocked out by Topuria. Like, it's just a matter of time. So might as well put him against the one guy that if the 20% chance that he gets him down, because Topuria is very good on the ground. Topuria, I don't think Aljamain is just gonna go in there and take him down and ragdoll him like we thought he would do to O'Malley. It's not about that. That's not what I'm saying. And I do not favor Aljamain in that fight. I do not favor him at all. I just think that of all those guys in the rankings, he's the one who possibly could. He's the one that I was like, I would watch that fight and be like, okay, Aljamain has the chance to do something crazy here. Because hate on him all you want, but I believe Aljamain Sterling is the strongest. I'm not just the strongest wrestler, but the strongest fighter, like physically strongest guy in the division. And if he can funk his way to the legs of Topuria, get him down, trip or something, like trip him and get a body triangle, I believe that he's the only one who could like threaten something to Topuria. And I believe that he's the only one with the strength to hold him down, because what is Volkanovski gonna do? Like, Topuria is just gonna scramble and they're both gonna be back up on the feet, and it's only gonna be a matter of time before he gets knocked out. Diego Lopez, same. Max Holloway, we saw what happened. He didn't want no part of the wrestling. Who else is there? Movzar? Maybe, but Movzar poses no threat whatsoever, like finishing threat whatsoever. Maybe he could out wrestle him and get the control time decision, but in terms of like submission threat and maybe ground and pound threat, I don't know, and just tire him out in general. Because don't forget that a body triangle from Aljamain Sterling, we saw what he did to Jan, we saw what he did to those guys. It tires you out big time. So the one guy that I think could get Topuria on the ground, hold him there, bank some rounds, because that's important, bank the round, and maybe tire him out so that he's not as powerful, and maybe even submit him, is Aljamain Sterling. I don't see nobody else in that division doing that to Topuria. I see Aljamain as the only one who could pose a threat to Topuria. I don't think he would. I think Topuria is going to move, catch him slipping just like O'Malley did. But I believe that if it was to go there, Aljamain would be the only one with a chance. And I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I'm not farming for clips. I believe what I'm saying right now. But you guys let me know what you think. I mean, I'm still not over what Ilia Topuria did to Max Holloway. And I really wonder what his ceiling is. Like, I do not see him losing that belt for a long time. Like, what would it take for Ilia to become the GOAT of the division? He knocked out Volk, he knocked out Max, he's gonna knock out Volk again, then probably gonna knock out Diego Lopez, and then he's probably gonna fight the winner of Aljamain and Evloev. Then he's probably maybe gonna move up. Like, what is his ceiling? Like, and he's calling his shot. Like, he's so confident. I don't know. Aura is the word for Ilia Topuria. But you guys let me know what you think. Call me crazy because I believe that Aljamain is the one with a chance. I mean, we never know. I think that Aljamain has the skill set on the ground specifically. I think that on the ground he matches up well with Topuria. But everything else, it's a mismatch. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And see you guys.